Water leaking from the street for months. I'm Stephanie Wade, talking with neighbors on the southwest side who want to know why the utility company won't come out and fix this.
Priest arrested. New developments in the Catholic priest facing charges in a sexual abuse investigation involving a minor. What's next?
The clouds are in place. Now we wait on rain. When the first wave of rain arrives, and 3 things to know about Halloween.
This is RTV6 News at 5, working for you.
Now at 5, water leaking out onto this street, and it's been happening for months now. Neighbors say they have called the utility company, but no one has come to fix it. Worried, they called RTV6 for help. Our Stephanie Wade is working for you on the southwest side to get this repaired.
Back in August, neighbors noticed water was leaking from their street. It's the same case a few blocks down with another water line. Almost 3 months later, and despite several calls to Citizens Energy and the Mayor's Action Center, water is still pouring out.
They said, oh, well, we'll get someone on this. Don't worry about it. So for the last 3-4 months, I've been recording it every time I go by it, just so I can have that log of this has been happening and this has not been being fixed.
Samantha Newkirk has taken video after video of a leaking hydrant off of Belmont Avenue on the southwest side, and first alerted Citizens Energy to the issue on August 4th. Recently, she also noticed water started leaking from this service line control valve near Minnesota and Belmont, just 2 blocks down. Worried about the amount of money being spent as water trickles down the road and fear of a sinkhole opening up, she reached out to us after months of inaction.
It was about the 6th or 7th time that I called Citizens Energy Group, and I said, this is enough. I'm calling 6 for help.
I reached out to Citizens Energy with her concerns. They tell me they're sending out a crew to look at the leaking hydrant today. They also plan to repair the curb stop leak and the service control valve sometime next week. Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
And if you have a problem and you're not getting the answers you need, reach out to us at workingforyou@rtv6.com. A suspended Catholic priest of the Indianapolis Archdiocese is out of jail tonight after his arrest early this morning in Hamilton County. Father David Marcotte was charged last week in a sexual abuse investigation involving a minor. He was booked into the Hamilton County Jail just before 5 a.m. and released on his own recognizance. His initial appearance is set for tomorrow afternoon. Marcotte is charged with 3 felonies: child solicitation, vicarious sexual gratification, and dissemination of matter harmful to minors. According to court documents, he engaged in sexual conduct with the minor using social media. The Archdiocese of Indianapolis suspended him from public ministry in February when it learned of the allegations. We are also following a developing story from Lawrence. Police say a man killed himself after shooting his ex-wife. The woman was found shot at a gas station near Sunnyside Road and Pendleton Pike this afternoon. She was in serious condition when medics took her to a local hospital. Investigators later found the suspect in a nearby neighborhood. They say he committed suicide. Tomorrow will mark the official beginning of the end of a crime-ridden abandoned apartment complex on the northeast side. Tomorrow morning, demolition will begin on the Oak Tree Apartments at 42nd and Post Road. The mayor and other city officials will be on hand for the start of demo on the 19-acre property. It's been vacant due to a court order since 2014. The owners of the property recently lost an appeal of the demolition decision, which means it will go forward. Due to the size of the project, demolition is expected to take at least 6 months. Now to Democracy 2019, and Election Day is 1 week from today. Voters will be choosing candidates in mayor and council races. And in some communities, there are school referendums on the ballot. One of those is in Center Grove. The district is asking voters to approve a referendum that would bring in $24.8 million over the next 8 years. School leaders say it would all be used to increase student safety and security. They want to hire additional school resource and safety officers so each school can have its own. The money would also fund upgrades to emergency alert systems and camera monitoring systems. It would add stop arm monitoring cameras to school buses and allow the district to hire additional counselors and mental health staff members. If approved, the owner of a $200,000 house would pay an additional $112 per year. One school board member tells us he thinks that is a small price to pay to protect students, and with these upgrades, he thinks Center Grove will be one of the safest districts in the state.
I know that it's a big ask, and we just hope they take a step back and look at it from a parenting, side of things, and maybe kind of do what's best for all of the students here within the community. I would hate for something to happen to any student at this school and being a school board member and not ask the community to vote on this.
Not everyone thinks these upgrades are necessary. We spoke with one woman who graduated from Center Grove and said the district already does a great job with safety and security.
When I was in high school, everything was fine. Like if there was any chaos going on, it was handled very quickly, and the teachers were always like right there to stop it. Since I've been in high school, there's been a lot of mass shootings and whatnot, but I feel that Center Grove is perfectly fine the way it is.
Center Grove is just one of 5 school districts in central Indiana with a referendum on the ballot. Tomorrow we will look at the ask in Lawrence Township. And coming up on the news at 6, we continue our Democracy 2019 coverage, talking with the candidates for Indianapolis mayor. Tonight, the 3 men address the staffing levels of IMPD. And remember, in Marion County, there are 5 locations where you can vote early. You can also cast ballots daily through Sunday at the Washington, Perry, and Warren Township Government Centers in Cranor Park. You can also vote early at the clerk's office at the City County Building through noon Monday. Now to your Storm Team 6 forecast. Those clouds you see behind the colorful leaves are the story of the day. Cloudy, but comfortable. And now we wait for the rain to return. Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory is tracking that timing.
And we won't have to wait long, Amanda. There's the veil of clouds across central Indiana. We do expect rain showers to develop in just a little bit. I made that distinction, rain showers versus snow showers. There will be accumulating snow in portions of Illinois overnight, 1 to 3 inches. This is the rain that will spread to the north and east. And check this out. We're a state divided. 46 in Terre Haute, 10 degrees warmer in Bloomington, 42 in Lafayette. Temperature much warmer in Columbus. Cold front is sliding through. We'll see these temperatures fall this evening, and our rain chances will come up. Temperatures will be in the 40s with chance for showers increasing as we get past 10 and 11 tonight, especially from southwest to northeast. Take you on this little timeline trip here. Tonight at 11, cloudy skies. Here come the showers moving northeast. There's your snow. Looks like in Chicago, wet streets expected, but Peoria, for example, and the southwest of Chicago could see 1 to 3 inches of snow. For us, sky high. Rain chances next couple of days. We'll focus on your Halloween forecast. Trick-or-treat hours coming up.
A big step forward today in allowing college athletes to cash in on their fame. The NCAA Board of Governors voted unanimously to clear the way for the amateur athletes to benefit from the use of their name, image, and likeness. But this won't happen immediately. The NCAA and its member schools must now figure out how to allow athletes to profit while still maintaining rules regarding amateur status. They want to have the rules in place no later than January 2021. And plenty of tense moments for Colts fans this past Sunday. The team was able to come away with another win in a close game. But that's nothing new for this group. Brad Brown joins us now as the team starts getting ready for Week 9.
And good evening, everyone. When he took over as the Colts starting quarterback, Jacoby Brissett was called a game manager. That was thought to be a slight at his skills. But Brissett's ability to manage tight situations has the Colts currently leading the division standings. The play getting all the attention from Sunday is the one that set up the final kick. The Colts were deep in Houston's end, scrambling through the end zone. He escapes Von Miller, and in danger of a safety, got loose and found T.Y. Hilton for a big gain. That toss and catch kept the offense moving toward what would be the game-winning field goal. Brissett's been making plays like this all season. His numbers are not spectacular, but you know what counts? The Colts have a 5-2 record, and right now they are the number 2 seed in the AFC.
Every year, every team goes through, their bumps and bruises, their ups and downs, their adversity, and I think it speaks to the men that are in this room of just not giving up and understanding. We have a bigger picture that we're working towards, and I think we work towards that every day.
Does it feel like the Colts have played a bunch of close games already? Well, how about all of them? Each of the first 7 have been decided by a touchdown or less. And their 5 wins have been by a combined 20 points. Just a single score, the difference in each of those. And it's probably not a coincidence the Colts' 2 losses were the games in which they gave up the most points so far in 2019. The schedule plays in their favor as well. The next 3 games are against teams that have records under 500. They're at Pittsburgh this Sunday. That's always a tough one. But the Dolphins and Jags come here the following 2 weeks. Those are all very winnable games to start the month of November.
Thanks, Brad. Still ahead at 5:30. Listen to your body. The family of one young mother said she did just that, and it likely saved her life. The story we can all learn from. Still ahead at 5:30. Kevin.
And we've got rain on the way tomorrow. Periods of rain as we get to Halloween, and then see the color change to some blue. That is snow and snow shower activity expected. More on that coming up.
And Keller, right now.
The wildfire danger continues to keep communities in northern and southern California on edge tonight. Millions of residents are watching and waiting as the strongest forecasted winds in years return. ABC's Elena Gomez is in Los Angeles with the latest.
Firefighters in Los Angeles are preparing for one of the biggest Santa Ana wind events of the year. Meteorologists expecting gusts up to 80 miles per hour in some areas.
We're in this critical, really 24-hour window. We're hopeful that the winds will ease off after midnight tonight, but tomorrow the humidities remain incredibly dry for the region on the order of 5 to 15%.
Those conditions expected to last in the LA area until Thursday evening. Firefighters are on the front lines of the Getty fire, working around the clock as thousands of residents remain evacuated from the area. NBA player LeBron James, who was among the thousands of residents forced to leave their homes, thanked firefighters.
The most important thing is the first responders, how important they are and how committed they are to be able to respond at that hour, at that speed, and be able to diffuse it as fast and as quick as possible.
Officials say it may be a few days before anyone will be allowed back.
So people will not be returning to their homes this evening. You should prepare for that now because those extreme wind events we're going to see, those can pick up and transfer the fire miles away sometimes.
In Northern California, the battle against the Kincaid fire is just as fierce. Tens of thousands of acres already charred. The fire that's been burning for 6 days is more than 85 square miles in size and has destroyed 94 buildings. Officials say mandatory evacuations are in place for much of the area, and those residents should be ready to leave at a moment's notice.
Crews have been working nonstop here at the Getty fire. Their main goal today will be to increase containment of the Getty fire while the winds are cooperative. The LA fire chief saying that just one ember can blow for miles and spark a fire. In Brentwood, California, Elena Gomez, ABC News.
General Motors says its 6-week strike cost the company about $2.9 billion. GM was not able to build any cars at American factories during the strike, as well as some in Canada and Mexico, causing production to idle. Nearly 50,000 workers were demanding better pay and benefits. The strike began September 16th and ended after the contract was ratified on Friday. The United Auto Workers Union voted in favor of a 4-year labor deal to end the walkout. There are nearly 7,000 GM UAW employees in Indiana. When you think of phone scams, most of us think about calls that our grandparents might fall for, but a slick new bank scam is targeting young professionals through their smartphones, and many are falling for it. Consumer reporter John Matarese shows what to watch for so you don't waste your money.
A frightening bank scam now lets thieves get right into your checking account. All they need is your phone number and access to a popular money transfer app. And as one man learned, they can con their way into getting thousands of dollars from you. Damon Lander runs a university biology lab. He's not the type of person who would fall for a phone scam. Until now.
I got a phone call from who I thought was Fifth Third Bank.
With the caller ID showing his bank's number, the caller explained he was with the bank's fraud department.
And they had detected suspicious activity and that they were going to help me take care of that and set up security measures and take care of the fraudulent charge.
So Damon did what the phone rep instructed, such as entering a verification code on his login page. But within minutes, Damon says,
and then at 8:12, my PIN was changed.
He started getting alerts from the bank.
They changed my username, my password, changed my card PIN, set up a Zelle account.
Damon's new Zelle account sent $1,000 to a disposable cell phone number. What's scary is that this scam doesn't require a thief to gain access to your ATM card or maybe a blank check that he found somewhere. No, all it takes is a text or call, and they can get into your account. Even if you've never heard of Damon's Bank, reports say this scam is targeting customers of other banks that use Zelle, including Bank of America and Chase.
Welcome to our 24-hour security department.
This past spring, I spoke with Sarah Robb, who got the same scam call about fraud in her bank account.
Said all the right things. She got my information from me.
To protect yourself, never give your banking info to a caller, even if it appears your bank is on the phone calling about fraud. These days, you can no longer trust that a call from your bank is really from your bank, so hang up and call back their real customer service line so you don't waste your money. Working for you, I'm John Matarese, RTV6.
Well, it looks like Mother Nature will be delivering more tricks than treats on Halloween this year. Rain, wind, and cold temperatures are in the forecast. And because of that, Indianapolis safety leaders are suggesting you make alternate plans, perhaps trunk or treats or other indoor Halloween activities. All Indianapolis fire stations will be handing out treats from 6 to 8 p.m. Thursday. If your kids do go out, they should wear layers and reflective tape on costumes and carry a flashlight. And if the weather isn't too bad where you live on Thursday and you want to take the kids out, you can check the trick-or-treat hours in your community on our website at theindychannel.com. I'm trying to think of all like the warm costumes that you could put on your kids. Anything with long sleeves.
And the kids, they'll be in a hurry from house to house, so they'll work up, a little lather there. It's you as the parents that may be a little on the cold side.
Bundle up.
Break things down now. I'm jumping right to the Halloween evening forecast. Notice the wind at 4 o'clock, not that bad, but as we start to transition to the colder temperatures, look at the wind speed increase. We'll see gusts over 30 miles per hour and coming out of the northwest. We may be chasing these temperatures through the evening hours, and what I mean, just depending on when the cold air arrives, it may drop faster than this, but plan on temperatures in the low 40s with wind chill temperatures in the lower 30s and rain mixing with snow before this comes to an end. I don't think we'll have all-day rain Thursday. Some showers in the morning, some dry periods in the afternoon. Then as we get into the evening hours, here comes the cold front. That's when we'll start to mix in some snow showers with the rain showers. The wind will pick up, and then that sweeps through and eventually pulls away from central Indiana, allowing for dry conditions as we get Friday into the weekend. Lots of clouds, very little in the way of rain right now. Off to the west, they're not going to have rain tonight from portions of northeast Missouri across central Illinois, west central Illinois, 1 to 3 inches of snow potentially. And as I mentioned, if you're headed to Chicago in the morning, a wintry mess. I think the roads in the Chicago area will just be wet because the temperature above freezing. Just as a refresher, that is what a heavy wet snow looks like. You see it just kind of brush it off there and melting on the grass, but there's Wisconsin's introduction. I cannot pronounce the town name for you, and doesn't that look interesting? All those pumpkins snow covered, the roads just wet, but the evidence of winter arriving. It's starting to feel like winter, isn't it? In western Indiana, temperatures lower 40s, Lafayette and Crawfordsville, upper 50s in the eastern portion of the state. 2 seasons on one map. Say hello to Franny. Frightening Franny. Is that? It looks like a pirate's hat to me, doesn't it?
I think Franny is a pirate.
So she's on the sofa right now.
It's quite the ship.
Yeah, and take the cushions off, she can build a fort. All right, temperatures as we go through the evening hours, generally in the 40s. Thanks for sending in the Halloween-themed picture. Kevin.Gregory at WRTV.com if you want me to take your dog for a walk. Tomorrow, rain chances way up there. You need an umbrella. It will be windy tomorrow, northeast wind about 20 miles per hour. Temperatures going nowhere in a hurry. Most afternoon temperatures will stay in the 40s to around 50. There's the rain in the morning, 7 a.m., especially northwest half of the state. Some breaks in the rain in the afternoon, but we'll continue with spotty showers through the day. Thursday, again, temperatures falling, as I showed you. Notice in western Indiana, late afternoon and into the evening hours, lower 40s already, poised to drop into the 30s, will push the relatively milder temperatures out of the way, and we'll have those windy conditions along with the rain-snow mix Thursday night. All was good Friday through the weekend. We're dry, partly to mostly sunny Friday, 45 degrees. Saturday and Sunday still in the 40s for highs. We may have 3 mornings in a row with temperatures in the upper 20s. We bounce back a bit Monday and Tuesday back into the 50s.
All right, we just keep dropping.
Anticipation builds to see some snowflakes.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just my anticipation or everyone's, but we'll find out.
I think that's just you.
All right.
Well, here's a deal. You cannot pass up a free taco. Everyone in the country is entitled to a free Doritos Locos taco from Taco Bell tomorrow. It's because of the company's Steal a Taco World Series promotion. Washington Nationals' Trey Turner stole second base during Game 1 of the series, giving everyone a free taco. The deal runs from 2 until 6 tomorrow evening. The Astros are leading the series 3-2 and hope to wrap it up tonight. Coming up, it's always the season of giving around central Indiana, how the community stepped up to help make a big dream come true for an Indianapolis family.
287046.
An Indianapolis family will have a new home to celebrate Christmas in this year and years to come, thanks to Carrier and Habitat for Humanity. Volunteers from Carrier are partnering with Habitat for Humanity to build this single-story home on the west side for a mom and her 2 young children. She will be working alongside the Carrier workers to make her dream of home ownership a reality. Carrier is a longtime partner with Habitat. This is their 21st home built.
An amazing, successful day today. We finished out 99% of the decking with a brand new house style, so a new roof line, and our volunteers did an amazing job meeting the challenge, and the house looks fantastic.
The home is in the framing stage right now, and Carrier will donate the heating and cooling equipment as it's done for every Greater Indy Habitat home built since 1995. The home is expected to be complete in mid-December. All new at 6 p.m., a fight caught on camera and a boy expelled from school. Why his mom says the school is to blame. But first on the Now Indy, a life-saving medical device will soon be made in central Indiana. And that could create new livelihoods for hundreds of Hoosiers. You're watching RTV6. We'll be right back with the Now Indy.